you get to bring it home for the lowest price we've ever offered. But this is for 24 hours only, Cinderellas. So you got to realize that when the clock strikes 8:59 tomorrow night, if there are any left, this value will be gone. And if you're watching one of our multiple presentations all throughout the day, I encourage you to visit QVC.com for your most up-to-date sizing and gemstone selections that are still available. We've got sizes 5 through 10 for you in this ring. If you want to place an order tonight, 1-800-500-7590. So, Mademoiselle, I'll let you go through the gemstones because you've got such great inspirations to talk about. So, we will start with your iolite, I believe.
Iolite is, well, first of all, we were talking about not much blue-green in the world of gems. This violet blue, really, tanzanite and iolite, that's about it. These are truly beautiful iolite. This is a stone of introspection and inner journeying.
Oh, I love that. All right, so getting really limited in size 10, but we do have sizes 5 through 9 available. Look at all that solid 18 karat gold. I mean, it's like you hand dipped those leaves and just stuck them onto the vine just in time to dry.
But they're not dipped or plated.
They're all solid.
Once in a while, you know, people who are new to the line will say, you know, is it dipped in gold? Is it, you know, but it's not. It's made and applied separately.
So
awesome. That looks beautiful, like with peridot is a gorgeous combination if you want to stack them.
Then we have your white topaz.
White topaz is something they call silver topaz, and of course it's sort of like a diamond substitute feeling, but it does have like its unique feeling of that like silver flash that I think is really beautiful. And it's said to enhance like the intention of the person wearing it, as well as the stones that you wear with it.
That's nice. Then we have peridot.
Peridot, and I don't like peridot unless it's like this, you know, really, truly beautiful, saturated peridot. That's a stone of abundance, of success, and growth.
We are now sold out of size 10 in the peridot, and what are we getting limited in? And size 6 is sold out as well. Fewer than 200 remain, and then that's going to be it. That's going to be all for this big deal that is a big deal. 1-800-500-7590. The next color that you see is the pink garnet.
A gorgeous pink garnet. I've fallen in love with this color. I use it quite a bit, both in couture and here at QVC. It's a unique color. You know, and when we think of garnet, I always, you know, thought of that deeper red or a Mozambique, which is sort of an orange tone. This is this beautiful deep pink, and stone of love.
Well, let me remind you, 5 and 6 is incredibly limited in this pink garnet, and 10 has now sold out. I look at that leaf, especially down at the bottom. Twice now I've thought to myself, that doesn't look like a leaf, that looks like a heart. Is it meant to look that way?
No, but you know what? I've definitely had people over the years say, and they're also hearts.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
Very
great.
Cool.
You know, and also with all art of any kind, it's great when you have your own interpretation.
Yeah.
You know, that's part of it.
Next up we have your citrine.
And same quality citrine that I use in, you know, my highest end pieces. Beautiful, glowing citrine. Stone of just what it looks like: joy, optimism, happiness.
Yeah. All right, so we have sold out of size 7 in the citrine, but we do have 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10 as well. And then lastly, we have blue topaz.
Blue topaz, I think everybody likes. There's such a, to me, it's very inviting.
Yeah.
And it's a stone of harmony, both with other people and in relationships and within ourselves.
I always feel like when I see women, from my perception, wearing blue topaz, a lot of times, like in fashion, because I present a lot of fashion, like we always say with like the reds and the pinks and the purples, like they just naturally radiate your complexion. But I feel like every time I see a woman wearing blue topaz, like she is radiant.
There is something about it.
Yeah. I always feel captivated by a woman that's wearing that. I'm like, what is it about her?
Partially just like the vibe
Yes.
of it. It's very striking. It's got, you know, that beautiful icy tone to it, and I love it.
Well, a lot of you are getting more than one, and when we show you the tour up close and personal, you can actually nest them, which is fabulous. So if you're coming back for a second, today's obviously a great day to do it because of the price point. But if you collect Barbara Bixby, maybe you've always loved this ring, but you decided, that day was for an enhancer or
Right.
that day was for a necklace.
Sure.
You can always come back and get this ring. I want to read you some of the customer top rated reviews because basically all of you kind of pretty much demanded that we do something really big with this, and it's so nice that we could do that. What a beauty. I have it in peridot. Many, many, many compliments. Our next review says, I purchased this ring with the iolite stones. It's very pretty and comfortable with lots of details. I'm so glad I bought it. And it's all in the details because this is based off of your wedding band. And I'll pass you the citrine to go along with your wedding band just so you can kind of see like all of the dimension that goes
we
along
can
with
make it
that.
go
Yeah.
like this, but yeah, I mean, it's, as I said, it's really created from the same model, same way of setting the stones. It's kind of an unusual setting where it's partially channeled and then partially pronged. And you can see how exactly this really meets the sketch. There's no deviation from the styling.
I mean, look at your little tiny pencil marks around even like the gemstones and the facets.
Yeah, draw the facets in. I mean, when I have time, I love to sit down and do color renderings. I obviously can't do this of every single piece.
Yeah.
But lately I've been doing it more and more just because it's something I love so much. I'd
Yeah.
rather stay up till 2:30 in the morning and render it than not. I don't have to. My model makers can obviously work with instruction, of
Yeah.
what stones.
Yeah.
But I love to see it in color.
Now, do you always stay up late and finish it till it's through, or do you leave something and come back to it the next day?
I could never stay up till it's finished because I'd be up for the rest of my life. Do you know what I mean? Because one thing leads into the next. Like I'll be working on one piece and it's like, oh, it would be so cool to, make this to go with this. And
Right.
so the work's never finished, but I do, and I like to work when it's quiet, and I work a lot of weekends too for that reason, when the phone's not ringing. And
Yeah.
because I own a business too, so it's,
Wait, does Barbara Bixby answer the phone? Like, hello, Barbara Bixby.
no. You know what? I wish I could. I try to answer ladies sometimes on Facebook and everything,
Yeah.
but if I took the time, for that as much as I would like
Take away
to.
from this.
Absolutely.
Well, here's both of these stacked. So obviously, if you have one and you want to get another one, it makes an incredible presence. Each one of these is just about 1/2 inch in length. I'm going to take off the blue topaz just so you can see how beautiful it is, on its own. And I love that the 3 gemstones and the perfect placement really span in perfect proportion across your fingers.
Thank you. It's funny because you asking me, did it take a long time? It didn't, but I've had the buyers say to me, which is, a fair question if this is not what you do, can you create something else like it? And it's like, no, not really. Because
Thank you.
you know what I mean? It is what it is. And you know what I mean? It's like writing a song and saying, can you write another one like it? You really can't.
We have a saying in the South that goes, bless her heart. And that seems like a situation where you would say, bless your heart.
Don't get me wrong. A lot of times I wish I could too. You know what I mean? But it's not the way it goes.
Well, and what's really cool about this? And I go back to the price on this, because you and I were kind of talking, our price, people don't realize that QVC is one of the world's essentially largest jewelry stores, which is pretty cool. Because even if you live in New York City, we've got you beat. Even if you live in Vicenza, Italy, our selection, there's just so much to choose from.
It's
And I
true.
think in a world today where base metal throwaway pieces that some celebrity or some designer that's not in it for the right
Costs more
reason
than this.
costs more than this.
Yeah.
And yet this is sterling silver. It's a lot of solid 18 karat gold. And then she put in gemstones, which I'll show you, for this incredible price that when you think about an everyday ring, you had no idea it could be this stately
Right.
and this elegant,
And-
but also
and
so wonderful.
Beautiful stones. And as I said, really, to be honest, the design is a gift. It's not factored
Yeah.
into the pricing. If it was, it would be, who knows, you can charge whatever you want when you're
So
doing
true.
it that way.
And you know what? Honestly, listening to you, I think there's a lot of us that whatever you would want to charge, we get it because it's to have for life. We're in it for life.
I love to be able to share the jewelry with a lot of people. So, you know,
Yeah.
I made a decision early on. You can create, you know, things where you're going to sell something to someone occasionally, and maybe they're going to look at it and say, wow, that was so much money, and
Yeah.
you know, whatever. I enjoy creating things that are really fairly priced and that people want to come back for more. I know very few people that have like one piece.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm proud of that. You know, it means that they were happy
Yeah.
with what they bought the first time.
Well, let me remind you of your choices. We are very limited, and this is our only second presentation. Here it is in your iolite. Next up, we have it in your white topaz. Next to that is going to be your peridot. Followed by that, we have your pink garnet. Then we have your citrine. And then lastly, we have your blue topaz. So check out QVC.com for all of the customer top rated reviews. Not a lot of time with Barbara, an hour is never enough, but I encourage you, check out her incredible collection on QVC.com, as well as take advantage of this amazing offer that we have for 24 hours only, but who knows if it's gonna last. If you wanna place an order, 1-800-500-7590. Are you back tomorrow?
I'm back tomorrow, and then the next day for 3 hours from 4 to 7, tomorrow night at 8.
Perfect. Well, then we will see you back at
Great.
8. And don't go anywhere, because we've got Quacker Factory, we've got Dooney and Burke coming your way here on QVC2.